Here's a quick ringer update. Game is sanded after all that paint stripping. I let it sit for probably a couple days. I didn't need to wait that long, but it was a nice sunny day, so I rolled it outside. I was working on some other projects and just kind of let it evaporate, make sure all the citrus strip and the mineral spirits and everything else was gone from the cabinet, because that made the sandpaper gum up a lot less. I didn't focus on getting it down 100% to wood. You see those little spots of primer. I didn't want any blue, really. I wanted to mostly get the primer. I wasn't super concerned this area where the foot goes, but the front, I guarantee, is sanded. I ended up using a square finish sander as well as my orbital to get it into all the spots. And I started clamping already. The joint back here was loose on this corner. I re-glued this corner as well. The plywood was coming apart just a little bit, so I worked some in and I used this to clamp it. I had to double up my clamp, but I don't have a ton of pressure on it, so that's going to be fine. And this clamp, you may be asking, what's this for? Well, this clamp is just to hold this board, so that when I'm doing all the rest of this clamping, I'm not running around and running down here and swearing because the board's slipping. So sometimes just quick clamps to hold the boards in place are the way to go. But right now it's going to be kind of the same old. I'm going to let this dry for probably 2 days, just because that corner is important. And then I got to come down here, very similar clamping methods. I'm going to want to clamp this bottom board back in and see if I can reach in there and figure out where those little triangle wedges that fell out go. I'll get that all done before I flip it onto the front and start really addressing the gouges and missing wood pieces. So I'm going to have to do some more gluing on the front here. I wish I could have this thing suspended. It looks like it's being held up by those boards in the front, but it's not. It's sitting on my hand truck. Great way to get it out of the way. Now for the hand truck, I do have some foam on the trucks. This is pipe insulation and electrical tape. It really helps from marring. But yeah, stay tuned for a little bit more updates. It's going to be a lot of the same old clamp, glue, and fill, but I'll take you along in the journey.